Hello everyone, I am back with another video. This one is definitely going to go better than last week's. My sound may not be the best in this video, but at least there will be sound and I will be able to go through the step-by-step in this video unlike last week's. This week we are making the peanut butter bread from Baking Yesteryear. I'm really looking forward to giving this recipe a try. I love peanut butter. I always have. It's always been one of my favorite foods. I love anything with peanut butter in it. And I've never had peanut butter bread before. This is a quick bread. It looks pretty simple. There's not a lot of ingredients into it, which is definitely one of the things I love about the Depression era recipes, which we are exploring right now in this chapter of Baking Yesteryear. Most of those do use minimal ingredients just because of the time in which the recipes were written. It was really hard to get a lot of ingredients back during the Great Depression. So a lot of the recipes are really simple with not a lot of ingredients, and this looks like another one. Alright, so for the peanut butter bread, we are going to be using some flour, some salt, baking powder, sugar, of course some peanut butter, and then some milk. And this is everything that we are going to be needing for this bread, so it does look pretty simple with minimal ingredients. So let's get started. Alright, so in here I have the flour, sugar, salt, and baking powder. I am going to get this all mixed up, and then I'm going to mix together the milk and the peanut butter. Once I have the milk and the peanut butter all mixed up, I will be back. Alright, so I slightly misread the directions. So I have my dry ingredients all mixed together. I'm going to add in the milk and the peanut butter and not mix that together. Once I have the milk and the peanut butter mixed into my dry ingredients, I will be back. Alright, so my batter is done. I got it in my pan here. As soon as my oven is done preheating, I will get this baking, and once it's done, I will show you guys what it looks like. I gotta say, this has probably been about the easiest bread I've ever made. It took maybe 10 minutes to get this all mixed up together, and probably not even that. It whipped it up in less time than it is taking my oven to preheat, which is great. I love super easy recipes like this. But yeah, once it's done, we'll take a look at it. Alright, so my bread is done. It looks really good. It smells really good. You can really smell the peanut butter in this. I'm going to let this cool just a bit, and then I'm going to give it a try. After I have tried it, I will be back with my final thoughts. Alright, so I am back with my final thoughts on the peanut butter bread. It was really good. It was extremely simple to make. Honestly, this is probably the easiest and simplest bread I have ever made, which I know is not saying a lot because I haven't done a lot of breads, but even for quick breads, this was easier than and simpler than all the other quick breads I've made. It really did not take that long to mix up the batter for it. I had everything ready to go to place in the oven before my oven was even finished preheating, which to me says something. I don't know if it does to anyone else, but to me that is an indicator of just how quick and easy this is. it did have a nice peanut butter flavor. My kitchen smelled like peanut butter as it was baking, and it smelled so good. I am kind of curious to see how it would be with maybe some like chocolate chips in it, kind of make it like a peanut butter cup bread or something like that. I think it would be really good, kind of give it a little extra flavor. It was not super sweet, which I did like as well. I was gonna say it might be good with like some strawberry or grape jelly like on it, kind of make it like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich type thing. Be kind of nice for breakfast that way, kind of like a, you know, like I said, peanut butter and jelly breakfast bread and everything. I do recommend giving it a try, especially if you do really enjoy peanut butter and do like making breads. You might be able to substitute other like nut butters, like an almond butter or something like that, maybe even like a sunflower butter if you are someone who cannot have peanuts. I think it would still work. The flavor would obviously be different, but I think it would work as well with some of the other like nut butters and stuff like that. So that would be something if you can't have butter, maybe like kind of play around with it, see how it turns out. I don't eat a lot of like almond butter or like sunflower butter or anything like that. You might want or might need to add like a little oil to it. I'm not sure how that would work, because I know peanut butter does have a lot of like natural oils and stuff in it, but I'm not sure if some of the other like nut butters are the same way. But yeah, definitely something you could probably play around with. You could probably customize it a little bit with like add-ins and everything depending on your taste. Like I said, I would like to try this with some chocolate chips in it and see how that is. Can maybe even mix in like a little cocoa to it and make like a more like a chocolate peanut butter cup type bread. That might work as well. So yeah, I definitely think it is worth trying, and definitely something that if you like playing around with recipes, this is something you could definitely play around with very easily, especially since it does, the initial recipe doesn't call for a lot of ingredients. There is definitely things that you could do to like jazz it up or whatever. So yeah, let me know if you've made it. Let me know if you've played around with this recipe. Let me know if you've made something similar to this before, if you have a peanut butter bread recipe from a different source and everything. Next week we will be back with the wacky cake, which I've made wacky cake before. I have just not made this version of it. This recipe is a little bit different than the one that I typically make. So I will be looking forward to comparing that and everything. So yeah, please like this video if you liked it. Please share it. Please make sure you're subscribed. And until next week, good times, good food. Bye.